Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a close look at a coin that might seem ordinary at first, but it has a story worth knowing, the 1981 Roosevelt dime. This coin is part of a series that's been in circulation for decades, and while most dimes from this year are common, there's one particular example that stands out. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, following the death of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The design was chosen to honor both his role as president and his connection to the fight against polio. Roosevelt had played a key part in establishing the March of Dimes, a foundation dedicated to combating polio, and the coin served as a lasting tribute to that effort. The design of the dime has remained largely consistent since its introduction. On the front, or obverse, the coin features a profile of Roosevelt. The details of his face, hair, and expression are simple but clear, and the inscriptions include "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year of minting. On the back, or reverse, the design includes an olive branch, a torch, and an oak branch, symbolizing peace, liberty, and strength. The 1981 Roosevelt dime was minted in Philadelphia, indicated by the P mint mark. That year, millions of dimes were produced, so most of them are considered common. In everyday circulation, a 1981 dime is worth just 10 cents. However, the specific dime we're focusing on today has characteristics that make it unusual for its year. Collectors look at several factors when determining a coin's value. One of the most important is condition. Coins that have been well preserved with minimal wear, strong detail, and original luster are generally more valuable. In the case of the 1981 Roosevelt dime, the example in question has exceptional condition. It has a sharp strike, clean surfaces, and no visible signs of circulation. Coins like this are often graded by professional organizations, using a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect coin. Another factor that can increase a coin's value is rarity. Very few examples remain in perfect, untouched condition. The combination of rarity and high quality is what sets this coin apart. The primary reason this 1981 Roosevelt dime is notable is its state of preservation. It is an example of a coin that has remained in near-original condition since it was minted. Collectors refer to these as gem coins, and they are typically graded MS, mint state, or PF, proof, at the highest levels. The process of discovering a coin like this can be straightforward or a matter of chance. A collector might purchase rolls of coins from a bank or examine coins passed down in a collection. Most of the coins will be standard, but occasionally, one stands out because of its condition. Spotting such a coin requires careful observation and knowledge of what to look for in terms of strike quality, luster, and surface preservation. The appeal of the 1981 Roosevelt dime extends beyond just the coin itself. It represents a consistent design that has been in circulation for decades, and it carries historical significance through its connection to Franklin D. Roosevelt and the March of Dimes. Professional grading organizations assign scores that help buyers and sellers determine the market value of coins. A high-grade coin, such as an MS-70, can command significant attention in auctions or private sales. The 1981 Roosevelt dime that has achieved this level of preservation is extremely rare, which adds to its appeal. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that meet these criteria. For everyday purposes, a 1981 dime is simply 10 cents. But when you look at the specific examples that have been preserved in perfect condition, the situation changes. It becomes a matter of supply and demand. The number of coins in pristine condition is very limited compared to the millions of dimes that were minted, and that scarcity increases value. The coin's history and consistent design make it an appealing item for collectors. Unlike some coins that were minted only for a short period or changed frequently in design, the Roosevelt dime offers a familiar and stable collectible. The 1981 dime, in particular, is an example of how preservation and attention to detail can transform a standard circulating coin into a sought-after collectible. When evaluating coins like this, collectors consider the entire package: the sharpness of the strike, the clarity of the inscriptions, the preservation of the design, and the overall eye appeal. The 1981 P. Roosevelt dime that stands out in the collector's market meets all these criteria, which is why it commands attention and significant value. Finally, to reveal the value that many collectors are interested in, this specific 1981 P. Roosevelt dime, in perfect condition, can reach an estimated $76,000. While most dimes from this year are worth only 10 cents, this particular coin demonstrates how condition, rarity, and collector demand can transform an everyday object into a highly valuable collectible. Even though it's a small coin, the 1981 P. Roosevelt dime shows how careful preservation and attention to detail can make a difference in value. It also highlights the interest and dedication of collectors who work to identify and preserve coins with historical and numismatic significance. What seems ordinary at first can have a completely different level of importance once examined closely. So next time you see a dime in your hand, it's worth a second look. Among the millions in circulation, a coin like the 1981 P. Roosevelt dime can be rare, well-preserved, and highly sought after. And while most will remain worth 10 cents, the exceptional examples, like the one we discussed today, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars, showing the potential value of careful observation and appreciation in the world of coin collecting. Up next, we're looking at the 1994 D. Roosevelt dime, a coin that has drawn attention among collectors for its condition and rarity. While millions of these coins were produced in Denver that year, only a very small portion has remained in high-grade condition over the decades, which is what makes this example noteworthy. The 1994 D dime features the familiar profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse. The design shows clear details in the hair, facial features, and inscriptions, all of which remain sharp on this coin. On the reverse, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch are clearly separated, with fine lines and edges that remain distinct. Collectors often look for these details because they indicate the coin's quality and how well it has been preserved since minting. Condition is a major factor in determining a coin's appeal. Many 1994 D dimes in circulation show signs of wear, such as light scratches, small dents, or smoothing on the high points of the design. The coin we're discussing has none of these issues. Its surfaces are smooth, the luster is bright and even, and the strike is well centered. Coins like this are considered gem examples in professional grading systems, making them highly desirable to collectors. Rarity also plays an important role. Although millions of dimes were minted in 1994, coins that have survived in perfect condition are rare. Environmental factors, handling, and circulation naturally create wear over time. A coin that retains its original details, sharp edges, and smooth surfaces is uncommon, and that scarcity contributes to its collectible value. Collectors also pay close attention to subtle aspects of the coin, such as the sharpness of the lettering, the clarity of the torch and branches, and the overall relief. Slight differences in these areas can distinguish one coin from another, especially when comparing high-grade examples. The 1994 D dime we're highlighting demonstrates consistency across its design, with no visible flaws or irregularities, which is particularly significant for coins from this period. The history of how the coin has been preserved adds to its appeal. Coins from circulation often develop toning, minor scratches, or surface imperfections. In contrast, this 1994 D dime appears as it did when it left the mint, with evenly preserved surfaces and original luster intact. Its condition suggests careful handling and storage over the years, which makes it stand out from typical examples. Many collectors specifically seek coins that have been stored in protective holders or kept untouched since their original release, which adds to the overall interest in this specimen. Another point of interest is the production process itself. The 1990s marked a period when the U.S. Mint produced large numbers of circulating coins with consistent quality standards. Despite this, very few coins from any given year remain in near-perfect condition decades later. The 1994 D dime shows that even in an era of mass production, exceptional examples can survive, highlighting the intersection of craftsmanship and careful preservation. This makes it a reference point for comparing other dimes of similar age and mint mark. Collectors also consider the year and mint mark when evaluating coins. The 1994 D dime has become a focus for those completing typesets or specific series collections. Examples in superior condition from this era are limited, which makes them more sought after by individuals looking to add high-quality specimens to their collections. The coin provides a clear representation of mid-1990s U.S. coinage while maintaining the historical and numismatic qualities that collectors value. Awareness of such examples also encourages collectors to handle other coins more carefully, understanding the long-term impact of storage and handling on value. Professional grading plays a key role in establishing a coin's market standing. Coins are assigned grades that reflect condition, surface quality, and overall appearance. This 1994 D dime falls into the highest category, demonstrating that it meets the rigorous standards used by collectors and certification organizations. Its grade reflects not only its visual appeal but also its rarity as a coin that has survived in such pristine condition. The combination of quality, limited availability, and collector demand makes this coin particularly noteworthy. It represents a period of U.S. coinage in the mid-1990s while also demonstrating what is possible when a coin is carefully preserved over decades. Examples like this one set benchmarks for comparison when evaluating other dimes from the same year, showing how condition can significantly affect perceived value. The coin's appeal also reminds collectors how even relatively modern coins can hold surprising value when preserved in exceptional condition. Considering all these factors, the design, the preservation, the scarcity in high grade, and its place in a specific series, the 1994 D Roosevelt dime stands out as a highly collectible coin. Its condition and rarity have led to a notable market value. This 1994 D Roosevelt dime in exceptional condition is estimated to be worth $60,000. While most coins from this year are commonly found, this example demonstrates how careful preservation, consistent design quality, and scarcity can make a coin significantly more valuable than its face value. Its value also highlights the potential in carefully examining and maintaining coins from any period. Now let's move on to the 2000 D Roosevelt dime, a coin that has become notable due to a unique era that sets it apart from typical circulation pieces. While the standard 2000 D dimes are widely available, this era coin has attracted attention because it displays characteristics not intended during the minting process, making it especially interesting for collectors. The 2000 D dime was minted in Denver, and on the obverse, it features the familiar profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The details in the hair, face, and inscriptions remain consistent with standard issues, but what makes this particular coin stand out is a noticeable error in its strike. Errors can occur during the minting process in several ways, including doubled dies, off-center strikes, missing design elements, or improper alignment of the obverse and reverse dies. Each of these variations creates a coin that is visually distinct from regular circulation pieces, and this dime shows one of these unusual characteristics in a clear and identifiable way. Collectors find error coins particularly appealing because each one is essentially unique. Unlike standard coins, which are produced in the millions with identical specifications, an error coin represents an unintentional variation that cannot be replicated. This makes it both a rarity and a collectible curiosity. In the case of the 2000 D dime, the error is immediately noticeable and consistent across the surface, which adds to its significance for collectors who specialize in modern minting anomalies. The coin's condition further enhances its appeal. Despite the unusual strike, the surfaces are well preserved, the luster remains intact, and all other design elements are sharply defined. In evaluating error coins, collectors often consider both the uniqueness of the mistake and the overall quality of the coin. A poorly preserved error coin may be interesting, but one that is sharp, clean, and visually appealing becomes much more valuable. Rarity is another major factor in the desirability of error coins. While millions of 2000 D dimes were produced, only a very small portion display significant errors like this one. Some error types are far more common than others, and collectors know that finding a clean, well-preserved example with a distinct minting anomaly is extremely uncommon. The combination of rarity and condition is what elevates coins like this dime to a high level of interest in the collector market. Professional grading plays a key role in establishing both authenticity and value for error coins. Grading organizations assess the coin's condition, strike quality, and the prominence of the error itself. A coin that achieves a high grade while also showing a clear and rare error becomes a benchmark piece for collectors. This 2000D Roosevelt dime has been carefully examined and certified, confirming both the authenticity of the error and the exceptional quality of the coin. Error coins also tell a story about the minting process. They reveal that even with precise machinery and quality control, variations can occur. Modern coins are produced with strict standards, so a coin from the year 2000 with a noticeable error is a rare glimpse into the production process. It highlights both the precision and the occasional unpredictability inherent in coin manufacturing, making it more than just a collectible, it's a small piece of minting history. Collectors often seek error coins for their uniqueness, as well as for their ability to add diversity to a collection. Unlike standard coins, which are abundant and relatively uniform, an error coin like this 2000D dime brings individuality to a set. Many collectors enjoy the challenge of identifying and acquiring coins with unusual features, and this dime represents an ideal combination of rarity, quality, and historical interest. Beyond its rarity, the coin also serves as a snapshot of the minting techniques at the turn of the millennium. Coins from this period were produced with advanced machinery and automated systems, making major errors less frequent than in earlier decades. This context adds to the coin's significance because it shows that even in modern production, unexpected variations can occur, creating a collectible that tells a story about both technology and chance. Collectors often use error coins like this one to complete specialized collections, particularly those focused on modern anomalies or Roosevelt dimes. It becomes a reference point for evaluating other coins from the same era and adds educational value for anyone interested in the intricacies of coin production. The rarity of such coins also encourages careful storage and handling, as even minor wear could affect the value of a high-grade error specimen. Considering all these factors, the type of error, the preservation, the rarity, the grading, the historical context, and its educational appeal, the 2000D Roosevelt dime stands out as an exceptional coin among modern U.S. issues. Its uniqueness, along with the quality of its surfaces and design, makes it a highly sought-after piece for collectors specializing in minting anomalies or modern Roosevelt dimes. This 2000D Roosevelt dime with the error, in exceptional condition, has been sold for $42,000. While regular 2000D dimes are common and worth only their face value, this coin demonstrates how rarity, minting errors, historical context, and high preservation can combine to create a collectible of remarkable value. Its story and uniqueness ensure that it remains a memorable example in modern coin collecting. The next coin we're taking a closer look at is the 2015 P. Roosevelt dime. While this may seem like a modern coin at first, it has gained attention among collectors due to its exceptional condition and a rare minting error that sets it apart from typical circulation examples. The coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and on the obverse, it features the familiar profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. What makes this particular dime noteworthy is how sharply the design elements are preserved. The hair, facial features, and inscriptions remain crisp, and the strike is well centered, which is not always the case with coins from modern mintage. Even slight deviations in centering or detail can affect a coin's collectability, making careful observation important. On the reverse, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch display remarkable detail. The lines are clear and the relief is strong, showing that this coin has been carefully preserved and has avoided the wear and tear typical of circulating coins. The surfaces appear smooth and clean, with the original mint luster intact. Coins like this suggest careful storage, possibly in protective holders or controlled environments, which helps prevent contact marks and environmental damage. This dime also displays a rare minting anomaly. While it may be subtle, such irregularities can include slight doubling on letters or numbers, a small off-center strike, or inconsistencies along the rim. These anomalies are often missed by casual observers, but they are significant to collectors because they make each coin distinctive. Even in modern production, errors occur, and spotting them requires patience and a trained eye. Collectors pay close attention to these features because a combination of rarity and pristine condition can make a coin highly interesting, even if it was minted only a few years ago. The 2015 P dime demonstrates that modern coins are not immune to unexpected variations, which adds an element of discovery to collecting contemporary issues. The coin's condition is especially noteworthy. Many dimes from recent years show minor scratches, scuffs, or signs of circulation, even after a short time. This 2015 P dime, however, retains a nearly flawless surface, crisp edges, and well-defined details. Its bright finish and well-preserved strike suggest it may have been handled minimally or stored in a protective setting since leaving the mint. In addition to the visual appeal, this dime offers insight into modern minting practices. The Philadelphia Mint in 2015 employed advanced technology to produce coins efficiently and consistently. Yet, as this coin demonstrates, minor errors can still appear. These anomalies provide collectors with a tangible example of how even automated, modern processes are not completely foolproof, creating opportunities to identify rare examples. Collectors often use coins like this one to complete specialized collections focused on errors or high-grade specimens. It emphasizes the importance of careful handling, examination under magnification, and attention to subtle variations that distinguish one coin from another. For those interested in modern coins, this dime serves as a reminder that a sharp eye can uncover something special, even among recent releases. This 2015 P Roosevelt dime also illustrates that rarity and collectability are not confined to older coins. Modern coins in pristine condition, especially those with unique minting features, can stand out within a series and capture collector interest. It highlights the value of careful observation and meticulous storage when managing a coin collection, ensuring that coins maintain their original quality. Even small differences in luster, edge detail, or minor surface anomalies can affect how a coin is perceived by collectors. Observing these nuances allows enthusiasts to distinguish ordinary examples from those that are exceptional. For modern coins, this kind of detailed inspection is especially important because subtle errors or variations may go unnoticed without careful study. Another factor contributing to the appeal of this dime is its role in modern numismatic history. Coins minted in the 2010s reflect improvements in quality control and production consistency, making error coins from this period relatively rare. Collectors appreciate the contrast between high-volume production and the occasional anomaly that manages to slip through, which adds context and narrative to a collection. This coin also demonstrates how protective storage practices can preserve a coin's value and appearance. Dimes kept in envelopes, coin tubes, or albums often develop scratches, toning, or dull surfaces, whereas coins stored in sealed holders or controlled environments can remain as close to mint condition as the day they were struck. For collectors exploring modern Roosevelt dimes, this example serves as a reminder that even coins only a few years old can be worthy of attention. It encourages careful examination, use of magnification tools, and knowledge of what constitutes a minting error. This process not only ensures authenticity but also enhances the appreciation of subtle details that set certain coins apart. Overall, this 2015 P Roosevelt dime demonstrates that modern coins deserve attention just like older, rarer issues. Its exceptional preservation and rare minting anomaly make it an intriguing piece for collectors, illustrating that careful handling, careful observation, and awareness of subtle variations are key to identifying noteworthy coins, even in contemporary years. Thanks for taking the time to explore these fascinating Roosevelt dimes with me. I hope you enjoyed learning about their unique features, rare errors, and the care that makes certain coins stand out. If you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more coin stories, collector tips, and insights into rare and valuable coins. Hit the notification bell so you'll never miss an update, and feel free to leave a comment sharing your own experiences or questions about coin collecting. Your support makes it possible to keep bringing detailed, informative content to fellow collectors like you.